Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the cultural frequency, also known as Vibe Responsibly. I'm your host, Gio Richardson, and as always, an imperfect melanation, my co-host. Y'all see him. Like Jadakiss would do. What's going on, Jax?
What it is, what it do. How y'all doing?
Doing great, doing fine, can't complain. You doing all right?
I can't complain. Got a reason to. Not one.
All right. That's what I'm talking about, because they'll laugh with you before they cry with you. All right. Okay. Hey, baby.
Hey, baby.
How you doing?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
I'm always good. You know that.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, everybody.
All right. I'm going to stop.
Y'all need a minute.
I keep telling y'all. I keep telling y'all. This can turn into something else if you let it.
Oh, Jesus. We're going to get him a minute.
Glad to hear y'all doing good, though. Glad to hear y'all doing good. First and foremost, before I normally dive into what I say, I want to say the engagement and the support
Top tier.
and the love
Top tier.
for the show.
Top tier.
Oh, what'd you say, Jax? It's been what?
Top tier.
Top tier. Do you hear me? I'm talking about people commenting. Like, we just put up 3 new YouTube shorts. Just 3 of them. That's all I got. Last 3 days. Each one of them already over 1,000.
Thank y'all.
Thank you, smelly
Man.
much.
Thank you so much. When I say we truly appreciate y'all, because once again, and I'm going to continue to say it, we don't do it for the likes. We don't do it for the views. We do it to reach people that need to be reached. So all of this is beautiful, and we appreciate y'all, right? So once again, like I always say, before we actually dive into the show, I want to say thank you for vibing with us, because if you love what you hear and want to keep these conversations flowing, tap the link in each and every one of our bios to become a monthly subscriber for just what? $5. What you'll be looking for is the box. They're shaking like a little crackhead or a heroin addict. Y'all seen him. It ain't leaning like a heroin addict, but it's definitely shaking like a crackhead. What you will be looking for is the box. Y'all gonna stop that shaking. I can't get through this. You be looking for the box that's shaking, right? It's our Patreon link. There are tiers there, right? So basically with the $5, that's just you being a contributor. But as the tiers go up, you can actually contribute to the show. You can actually give us show ideas. You can actually get you some merch on a quarterly basis. Just go through the links. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about. But all I'm asking for is $5. A small gesture that makes a big impact, helping us keep the mics hot, the vibe strong, and the culture moving forward. Yeah, I'm going to dig this one. Yeah, I'm taking it back. I'm going to dig this one. You understand? Yeah, we about to go back.
Don't
Way
be so
back.
jive turkey.
Back in not a jive turkey.
That's all I had. That's all I had.
Not the jive turkey, sucker chump.
No jive turkey.
And why all the old school cats with somebody with a, you had to talk about them where they live at? You know Leroy from 55th. I don't know an old school cat that you don't. You know Leroy from St. Croix down there. Y'all better leave alone.
Barbara down here on First Avenue. She got all the good biscuits.
Man, listen. I'm telling you, better watch out from the OGs.
They say their middle name. They be like Barbara Jean. You know Barbara Jean.
Yeah. They always say that about the women though. Cass and May. You know Cass and May with the good collard greens. You know what I'm talking about. Cass and May. No, they always say Cass and May with the good collard greens and them big legs. What was that? I always said the big legs.
The big legs.
All right, man. Come on. All right. So before playlists, before charts, before algorithms told us what was hot, our music, Black music, was therapy. Hip hop told us what was happening outside. R&B told us what was happening inside. One spoke for the streets, the other spoke for the soul. Together, they taught us how to survive and how to heal. But somewhere between streams and sales, the messages shifted. Pain started selling better than peace. Heartbreak became a formula, and vulnerability became a risk. So now we have to ask, has our music, Black music, lost its soul? Or has it simply changed its mission? Today, we're going to talk about hip hop and R&B. the beats that raised us, the songs that healed us, and the responsibility that comes with the mic. So, my first question is, when did music stop healing us and start numbing us? When did that happen? When did we actually lose the soul of our music? What happened? Come on, Jax, hit me with it.
We lost the soul of our music when artists stopped being intentional about the music and it became about the money. Once we start looking at all of this, it lost it's like the focus shifted. The focus shifted from what I'm giving, is it intentional and does it matter, to how much money can I make and how fast can I make it. I'm a fan of Unsung, and I watch, like, when I say I watch weekly, I watch this so bad. One weekend my husband said, how many episodes have you watched? Watched everyone they played. And this particular weekend, they went back from like the 60s to the 80s. And one thing that was so consistent about those artists back then, they had a method that drove them. Being free, being past whatever was going on in the moment, getting on to the next step, whether that was getting their mama a house or moving on to bigger. But there was so much more passion in the music. And it was not just motivating them, it was motivating those who listen to the music too.
I agree. All right, Kish, what you got? Where do you think it happened, and what's your sentiments on it?
I agree with Jax. Like, I feel like the money like played a part in it, but I will say too, like, family played a part in it too, because for me, most of the music that I listen to, it reminds me of family. Like, it reminds me of, family reunions. Like, it reminds me of cleaning up with my mom, like those vacations that we drove and listened to music. Like, it reminded me of that. And I feel like because family has changed, the music changed. Like, really, they don't listen to the music, the actual lyrics now. I feel like they just listen to the beat. And if the beat makes them move, then they like it. But if the beat don't make them move, then they don't like it. Because if you really listen to the lyrics that they have nowadays, it don't tell a story and it don't make sense. And I wonder if that's how our family felt, like, with our music. But I feel like our music definitely told a story. This music now, they just saying words.
Some of the stuff these kids listen to, like, I be asking my daughter, like, do you know what that means? What you listening to? Do you know what you're listening to is saying? Like, that song, I love Leon Thomas. I do. I love him. I watched him on Victorious. Like, we grew up together. I love him. But that Mutt song don't make no sense to me. I'm like, do you know what a Mutt is?
That's my joint too.
I like that too.
The thing, it has a really good beat. He sings about being with a woman and loving her and wanting to be with her. But I'm like, Mutt.
Yeah, well, we know what mutt is. It's dog,
And that's
right?
Like,
so,
dude, I'm like, I asked my daughter, I was like, do you know what a mutt is? She was like, I'm like, exactly.
Yeah.
That's my point.
And then he messed around. I know he blew your mind when he messed around and put your boy on the remix. Listen, when CB got on that remix,
they walked in and took my whole soul.
When CB got on that remix, I said, does this remix say breezy?
That's what I'm saying. Like, they're not like thinking about it like in a deeper sense. You know what I'm saying? In my mind, like a dog means he chasing behind her. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how much he like her because he's chasing her. So that's how but these kids, they not thinking like that. Like, they just like, oh, I'm a mutt.
Yeah, it's just if it moves you, like you said, if it moves you and the beat is nice, then that's what it is. So basically, y'all touched on stuff that I was gonna say. Y'all was gonna talk about, music is storytelling and not branding. Because right now, that's what's happening. It's just branding. It's the money. It's what moves you, right? And for those that are coming into music, these artists, if all you see on social media is the money, the cars, the women, that's what's it's glamorized, right? And so with that lifestyle being glamorized, you got to think about all of the people that we know that are dope rappers or dope R&B artists that don't get the light that they deserve. is because they're not pushing the pain and the turmoil. They're pushing love and community. Like your conscious rappers, right? You always think about stuff like why Mos Def didn't get all of the accolades he was supposed to get. Why Talib Kweli didn't get all of the accolades he was supposed to get, right? And I'm trying to remember the young man from New Orleans, a rapper, dope. Yeah, it'll come to me later, but he didn't get the accolades. And people talk about him all the time, right? And I know you thinking because you from that area, Jax. So, but
Work,
honestly,
work,
man,
brain
like,
work.
yeah, I'm gonna think about it. Give me a second to think about it, and I'm gonna try to get that because I honestly believe that he was so dope, man. He had so many mixtapes back in the day, and just never got the accolades. And it's so funny to me that we do this to our artists all the time. Like the moment we come out of alignment with what we think the artist should be talking about, all of a sudden everything is downplayed,
Mhm.
right? And so then R&B, we talk about R&B. Where's the love in R&B? Where is the actual love in R&B? Where did it go? Like I'm talking about the love. I ain't talking about just no regular. I'm talking about like, I ain't looking for nobody to be the Isley brothers or nothing like that. But give me a Patrice Rushen. Give me a Forget Me Nots. You know what I'm saying? Give me something like that. Give me Saturday Love, Sherelle and Alexander O'Neal. At least give me like, something. Give me something like from Sade. Give
Yeah,
me a Tevin Campbell. Can we talk? Give me that.
but the key,
Right? Where is that?
because they not in love.
Mm.
I think the closest thing that blends us, like our generation, what we used to hear and what we grew up on, and where they are now. And it ain't even just because that's my dog. He ain't my dog, it's my boyfriend. It ain't
Oh
just
Lord,
because
here
he's
we
my
go.
boyfriend.
Here we go, y'all.
I feel like
Here come the bias.
if you listen, sometimes he can go a little far.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
But I feel like he still has that. I want to be in love. I love a woman. I want to
Mm-hmm.
celebrate her in some of his music. He can get a little wild. He can.
Okay.
But
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Breezy give you a little bit of less party. Let me
Yeah.
reel her in a little bit because I want her
Yeah.
next to me. I want to tell her that I love her. Then I'm
Okay.
gonna take it up a little bit because I might still be doing a little other stuff, but it comes back and it's so different.
Yeah.
Here's the reason why I feel like it's underrated. But it's just like you said, once everybody doesn't agree, and now it's more like once the media don't agree and the media pushes the narrative, then people look around like, oh, okay, yeah, we're not feeling that. Like we're not going with
Yeah.
that. We're not gonna do that. If the
Yeah.
media ain't with it, the people not with it. Then you don't even
Mm-hmm.
give it a chance. Like you don't even bother to listen to it.
Oh
See,
yeah.
I
Once.
got a different spin about it. So I feel like it's different because like when we was kids, for me, I saw love. You know what I'm saying? Like with my friends,
Mm.
grandparents, like with my aunts and my uncles, like the longevity of actually people like loving on each other. Like I feel like the generations now they don't have that because they got more single mothers, more young mothers, and like they don't mimic what they see. So for the music, the music is gonna touch, you know what I'm saying, what they feel, right? So if they never saw that love or never experienced that love, then they can care less about that. How many girls, like even my daughter included, like she listens to rap all day long, right? Yes. All
No,
day
Mm.
long. My goddaughters, they listen to rap all day long. And I feel like if you listen to that all day long, that's how you gonna move. That's how you gonna feel. Like, where is the R&B to slow you down, to be able to listen
Mm-hmm.
to it, to be able to love? So I look at it different. I look at it
I feel
different.
like we had a better blend. I feel like we really had like a better
We did.
blend when like
Good.
Yeah.
you had artists who were making love songs, you had
Yeah.
R&B lanes, and then you had rappers who were rapping. Like,
Yeah.
you know how 1 minute you listening to T.I. and he talking about trap rapping, and then the next thing you know, you got Monica and Brandy and Faith
Brandy.
Evans, and you had a much better diversion to kind of like, okay, it's late night, and we did stuff like it's late night, I'm partying, we about to pregame, let's listen to some rap. Oh,
Yeah.
my dude said he coming over, let me change the vibe. It's like there is no switch for them. It's this all day, all the time, and it's mumble rap that gives me a headache.
Yeah. So listen, I want to say this. It's two things I'm gonna say. One, our body is made up of, what's the percentage of our body is made up of water?
What
Because
is
I
it?
want to get this right. Is it 85%?
I thought it was 90.
I thought it was
Okay, well,
90.
we'll
I
go with,
thought it was 90. Or
okay, so we'll
92.
go with 90%. We'll go with 90%, right? Okay, we're wrong. Hey, we're wrong. You can correct us. So, somebody gonna do it. No, actually.
You ain't above making a
Anyway,
mistake.
yeah, you know,
Right.
it's just escaping my mind right now. But you think about it like this: if you take a speaker and you put it next to a cup of water, and you play hip hop, hard hip hop all the time, that water is it's moving, shaking, right? You play R&B, and you might get a little bass, boom, and you see the
The
ripples,
ripple.
boom,
Yeah.
boom, right? Just like he said, the music is how you are going to move
Mhm.
every single day. You got to get a balance there. You have to, because ain't nothing worse, and it's just me, ain't nothing worse than dating a hard woman. All the time you worse than me. You ready? And I know I could be a little rough. Keish, calm down. I know I could be a little rough. You know what I'm saying? Around the edges at time. I don't show that on the podcast, right? But if it's my, if we driving and somebody cut me off and you say, "Oh, we gonna hop out, I'm looking at you like, I need you to calm down. Just chill out. Now you got the man saying, chill out. It's all right. Be a passenger princess, please. Right? You don't went in the glove compartment and got the thing. Calm down. Calm down. I need a gangster. A gangster. I don't need that. Calm down. Chill out.
Gotta know when.
Chill. You gotta know when. I need you to be soft. A little fluffy for me. I need you fluffy for me. Right? You can crash out sometimes. That ain't the time. Please, baby. Now the second thing is, okay, so I'm putting myself out there, right? So at one point, I was dating this younger chick, right? And went to her crib. And so, at my age, you thinking love songs. You know what I'm saying? You can come in, candles lit, blah, 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 blah. Now, candles is lit and all that, but this is the mindset, y'all. Hold on, let me put on something for us to vibe to. Okay. Turn the music on. And what came out the speaker was, "What you talking about, shawty?" I said, yeah, I'm definitely in the wrong place. I'm not where I'm supposed to be. I'm out of alignment of what God has for me, because this ain't it. I know I'm not supposed to be here. I said, I might need to check under the hood, because this, I don't,
You like, look,
what?
you like that meme I saw yesterday when it was like, as an auntie, I gotta check the vibe. When I text you or I say 9110024, if you don't answer right, that means I need to move.
Gotta move.
I gotta go.
Right? Then I stopped talking to her. And she gonna talk about, what are we? I said, we are farmers. Bump, ba-da-dum, bump, 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 bump. Because ain't no way I'm coming back. Ain't no way I'm coming back. I'm sorry. It's not.
You almost made me run away from this chair. I almost got up and walked away. I forgot that I
I'm
needed
not
to
doing
be
it.
here. I almost left.
I did. Y'all know how I am. Both of y'all know me now. Both of y'all know me. Y'all know I did it.
The problem is, I know you said it. And she looked at you like,
all
what
right.
in the world is wrong with him?
Yep.
Right.
So, she would have been better off playing You Ain't Gotta Say Too Much from a Look in Your Eyes.
Ooh,
I would have been
baby.
all right with that one. I'd have been okay with that one,
You were
right?
like, this a little racy, but
Not
I can deal with it. At least the
It's a
vibes is
little racy, but I
mellow.
could deal with it
Right.
because at that point because at that point I know what you on. You
I know what I
know what I'm
came here
saying?
for.
Man, I know what I came in for, and I might not need to come back. This might be a one-time drop off. You understand? Hey, hey, it might be that. I don't know, but that what you talking about, Shawty? I said I didn't even ask her where she from. I hope she's from Atlanta playing this because
Oh,
this is
Jesus.
crazy. Yeah. Yeah, it was
Oh,
great. So
Jesus.
I and also I want to also agree with Keisha and say this is about raising generations. We saw our families come together, family reunions. I haven't seen a family reunion in a long time, right? You leave it up to the younger generations, we don't see family reunions as much. And this is the thing that our ancestors or our grandparents, great grandparents were passing down to us to show us, hey, get to know your family, get to know your cousins, get to know your distant cousins. And that really hasn't been a thing. um you know I wonder what the new generation listens to when they're cleaning.
I could
You can
feel it.
think about that. Think about that, right? What are they listening to while they're cleaning? Because we had we had that. You know what I'm saying? This is what we were listening to. We were listening to Love Me in a Special Way by the Barge. Like come on. It's songs right now that it amazes me that when they come on, like I know the words. And I'd be like, wait a
It's
minute, huh?
ingrained in your brain. It's like
Man,
before, as soon as the beat hit, you be like, it's like it just come out. You didn't even know you knew them words.
Yeah.
and it's something about hearing that drop. We hear that, especially that Never Too Much. We hear that boom, dun, 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 dun. Immediately you close your eyes. Just like
It's
you
so,
don't
it is
have
so
that.
many. It's so many. It is
Yes, but
so
these are the
many.
memories. These are core memories for us.
Yeah.
These are core memories for us. And I'm not saying that this generation now is not going to have core memories, but what do they look like?
Yeah.
What
Like,
we
what are
give
y'all
them.
doing?
What we
You
When
know what
give
I'm
I
them.
saying?
when I was
Yeah.
listening to
What we
music,
give them. I agree with that.
what I listen to now, it's still like all old school music, right? Like whatever I'm going through, like I can find a song to mimic whatever it
Mm.
is that I'm going through that can push me through. No matter whether it's gospel, R&B, I don't hardly ever listen to rap. So it's pretty much, or even if it's jazz, like I can find something that can soothe me and make the day go by great, right?
Mm.
But I'm like, what songs do they have? Like a lot of their songs talk about anxiety, talk about suicide, talk about all kinds of stuff that, not saying that we shouldn't talk about it, but I just feel like it shouldn't be a song. I feel like a song should be upbeat, like it's lifting, or you know what I'm saying, like motivate you. Like even we said, what happened to all the motivation songs?
I haven't
It's
told
what
them.
we give. It's what we give them, and for that reason, I created a playlist for both of my kids. On the way to school, we like it's my oldest already knows. We starting the day with some gospel, something like something, and then we'll slide some other stuff in there. And I kind of like try to let her tell me, like, well, what you like or what you listen to, and it's a fine line. Like I'm with you. All this draining and this downtrodden and downpouring music. No, I don't want you listening to that. Because just like I was telling her earlier, it feeds your inner mind and who you think you gotta be versus who you need to be. And for the longest, my daughter could not stand. I would listen to Chris Brown's 11:11. But I'm like, you need to hear it. Don't let the anxiety go to your head. You rising above that. Like, I need you to hear what I'm telling you, but you need somebody else to say it. Because, like they say, your kids ain't listening to you. They
No.
listening to other people tell them the same thing you saying, or they
Mhm,
listening to these celebrities say the same stuff you saying, but it don't click until somebody famous said exactly what you said.
mhm.
If I gotta feed it, I gotta force it. You gonna ride in my car. We listening to some Brandy. We might throw a little T.I. in there every now and again. We might hit a little something, get a little bop, make the bass shake a little bit. We listening to some Boney James. We listening to some Layla Hathaway. And this Christmas, I saw it when my daughter was like, I was doing what our parents used to do. It's Christmas, you playing all the old school hits and the old school jams. And my daughter was like, all December. She was like, I want to hear that. That's my song. I want to hear that. I like that song. Know what it is?
I like that.
These are a few of my favorite things when the
Love that.
things. And I'm like, I never knew that would be one of the ones that she'd be like, I like that song. I want to hear that.
Yeah. Love it.
Beyond
And that's
Christmas.
what we have to do. Yeah, that's what we have to do. We got to instill it. You have to instill it. You got to play it around them, because at some point we all know that they're going to be young adults. They're going to get their own places. They're going to live their own lives, but you have to lay the foundation. Please, y'all, parents, listen to me. Lay the foundation for what these kids and how these kids are going to move when they leave our presence. You got to give them the gifts. Just like I said in the past episode, you got to give them the rocket fuel. You have to. They got to have a strong foundation, because we all know when you ain't got that strong foundation, the house of cards will fall.
Yeah.
They will fall with no issue, no problem. We talking about music right now, but you can parallel this to anything, right? Strong foundation, parents. Give it to them. Don't hold back. Give them the whole thing, because guess what? If you don't, the world will. And by the time the world does it, it's going to be too late. It's going to be too late. Because once the world begins to shake them up, they're not going to know how to deal with it. They're not. Then there's fear. Then there's anxiety. Then there's shutting down and shutting out, because they don't know how to deal. Right? This is deeper than the music. Lay that foundation for those kids. Stop coddling these kids. Stop feeling like, oh, well, they don't need to know that. No, they do. And there's age-specific things that they need to know. Yeah. Once those kids are talking about going to college and y'all filling out applications, it's time to start dropping bombs. Like real bombs. Like eye-opening things where they're like, oh my God, mom. Oh my God, dad. Why are we talking about that? Because you are going to experience these things. You are going to experience these things very soon in life, right? Because in the next 12 to 18 months, you are no longer going to be under my roof. Yeah. You are going to be out in a dorm with kids who live different lives. And I need you to be solid all the way around. I need you to be able to think for yourself. I need you to be able to tell somebody no, mean it, and keep it pushing, and not feel like you have to get along just to get along. Lay the foundation, parents. Lay the foundation. And just on another note, if y'all haven't picked it up, Jax can sing. I'm not going to tell her to sing nothing, but you heard the little note she just hit when she was, My sister can sing. I'm talking about sang with an A, sang, and she been doing it. I'm going to leave that right there. We're going to move on before I have her in here. But anyway, so moving into the next segment, my question for this one is, did the music stop teaching, or did the audience stop listening? What is it?
I think the music stopped teaching. I would say I do agree. I do agree that it's both, but it's mainly that the music stopped teaching. Because think about it. So if we really go back, right?
Back in the time.
If we go back and think about like the slavery days, during our history.
That's back. Okay.
We think
you
about.
You didn't say time machine. You just say go back. This is time machine.
But listen. So the music was important because the music was how the slaves got around, right?
Right.
So that's how important music is. Like music plays a very important part in our Black history. So like for me, I want my kids to love music. Like I don't want them to just like it. Music teaches you so many different things if you actually listen to it and soak it in. So I feel like nowadays the music is not teaching the kids anymore. It's just for something for them to like. It's not something for them to love. So if we get back to the music actually teaching them things, Like I learned a lot of stuff listening to Michael.
Oh, I thought you was
Michael
about to say R.
Jackson.
Kelly, but go ahead.
I learned what not to do with R. Kelly. That's what I had learned.
I don't know what you're talking about. Mm.
Oh Lord. Okay. So I
Seems like you're
say
ready.
I say it's both because the message did change in the music, and it only hit me when you said that. I sang in high school, and we sang a lot of those old spirituals that did not include music. So like when you hear these words that these people have composed, like follow the drinking gourd, it was a message in that. Like
Mm.
there was a solid message that, like you said, it got them through.
Yeah.
The
Mm-hmm.
messages in the music are not the same. So for people like us, it's like, yeah, no. Like I've literally sat in the car and told my daughter, I'm not listening to that. I'm not
Yeah.
listening to that. So when your message don't align, for those of us who are aware, when your message does not align with me, no, I'm not listening. If it's something I can depict, I can feel, and I'm like, I'm good. Don't want none of that because my ear gate, I'm good. I'ma just close it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a combination of the two. The artist has to be passionate about what you want people to hear versus you just like, oh, I'm just doing this to get a hit and make some money.
Mhm.
Hence the reason our Most Defs and our Talib Kweli's and our Lupe's quit, because it's like, I don't want to put this out and just make you money. I care about what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, the young man's name. It just hit me. Currency. Currency.
Currency.
Man, Currency is
Yeah.
that boy should have been. Like
Yeah.
I'm talking about, he should have been. People was like writing him in the history books for a long time, and I don't know.
Artists
I
like him got taken advantage of. They used him
yeah,
for what he was worth. He got people hits and got them numbers.
yeah,
And then next thing you know,
man.
he falls down by the wayside. And the people who used him to come up don't remember, hey,
Yep.
pick him up. He down at the bottom of the ladder.
Yeah, I might even gonna say
Golly.
was. I might even say was. Currency is that dude. Like he will rap
Yeah.
circles around people rapping right now. And I'm talking about people that actually got lyrics. I ain't talking about the mumble rap. I'm talking about Currency will give you a problem. All jokes aside.
Definitely.
And if you haven't heard of him, I'm gonna say it here on the podcast. RJ Payne, ooh, Eminem writing them in. Lil Wayne done wrote them in. Eric Sermon wrote them in. Dr. Dre wrote them in. Like RJ Payne is crazy. And he's just right. He got some songs out, but his Instagram, ooh, baby. Baby. And they looking at him like, please don't sign him because Lord Jesus. I think they're gonna do him. I don't think they're gonna do him so much like they did 50 Cent, where they try to block 50 Cent from getting deals in New York. But I think that it's gonna take him a minute because people are looking like, yo, he might be the next one. And then there's a lot of people out there with that power, like, okay, just hold him out, stall him out. But I feel like that's another one. If he doesn't get his just due, that's crazy because he's way too talented. For the music now, we also have to understand that we're dealing with short attention spans. Very short attention spans, right? You got people that think within 30 seconds to a minute due to social media, right? Like 9 times out of 10, long form videos don't normally get the attention that short form videos get, right? So if you got like a 30-second to minute and 10 clip, you're liable to go viral. Long form, it's going to be out there for a little while before it reaches those numbers sometimes, unless you already have the following. I will say that. Or it's something crazy. Like the craziness goes viral. The degrading stuff goes viral. The toxic stuff goes viral. The stuff that has substance, and sometimes it takes them a minute. But the right people got to catch on and share, right? That, and then we also have to understand that, especially with hip hop is a young person's genre. You got to think about when we were listening to hip hop and who were the rappers, right? You're thinking about these people were young. NWA was young.
Yeah.
EPMD was young. LL Cool J was young. Big Daddy Kane was young. Biz Markie was young. Rakim young. Nas, young. Jay-Z, young when they come in the game. And as you can see, as their music progresses, it matures. They're not talking about the same thing. So if it's a young person's game, we have to understand that it did yet evolve. Do we like the evolution? No. But we have to understand that hip hop in its genre is a young, individualistic genre. So we get what we got because we passed the torch to the younger generation. Now, what they did with it, I mean, I'm not saying it was the best. Some of it is okay. Actually, I'm not gonna say some of it is good. Some of it I can actually listen to, right? But to come behind legends, and when you say legends in the game, hip hop is still young. Hip hop is 50 something years old. That's young for a genre, right? So you think about our legends and you go back, it's some songs that we have that will never be able to be touched by what's out there right now. I don't care how much you sell. I don't care how much you sell. And the reason why I say that is, and I'm not biased, but anywhere you go and you're in a party and you hear the intro to One More Chance by Big, you hear that, it changes the party. Trust me. I don't care what was on before it. It changes the complete party. There are intros to songs that we have that's going to change the part. What is it? Not Can I Kick It? I can't think of the song. But it's the Tribe Called Quest, Back in the Days on the Boulevard of Linden. When that one starts, that it changes the way the party goes. I actually walked into I wouldn't say walked into, but drove by, stopped because I heard music. So it was like a little block party. And I was like, okay, well, I stopped, got out the car, looked, and it was playing all the new music. And I was like, okay. So I was sitting there vibing a little bit, of course, like the beat, like y'all said. But then it changed and they started playing the 90s hip hop. When I tell you the vibe went from to, it's different, man. We got a different vibe. And what y'all doing now, I'm not excluding y'all. I big up to making it in the industry, but I want y'all to know and be very aware that when you come into the game, what you're being asked to push to the masses, what message you're being asked to push to the masses. You may think, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and sell these records, but most of them are not even living the lives that they're preaching about.
Yeah.
Right. So be aware of that. That to my brothers and sisters out there that's out there right now, be very aware of what you're being asked to push. Be very aware and actually go back and take an account of what you're putting out, who you're putting it out to. And if you have to ask yourself, if you have to answer this question in a different way, then you kind of sort of went a little too far. Would I allow my kids to listen to this when they get older? Or at the age of from 9 to 12, would I allow my kids to listen to this? Now, if you can ask yourself that question and say, you know what, I don't care, I'm going to get this money, then you got to deal with what's coming. Because at some point, you're going to have a child. At some point, you're going to have to answer to that child as to why you did what you did. Meanwhile, you're telling this kid, you have to act a certain way. Don't cuss. Don't do this. Don't wear that skirt. Don't wear that dress. That shirt or that blouse is too short. Why can I see your butt hanging out your pants? Where you going with them shoes? Why you got on makeup? You too young for makeup. And then when that baby say, but mommy, look, but daddy, look. This is what you was doing at my age. Womp, womp, womp. How do you fight that? How do you fight that?
Hey, that's
So
what you gotta do. That's why
go
you
ahead.
gotta be super, super selective. Like for me, like when I'm listening to music, like I am very, very selective on what I listen to. Because as a child, I didn't have a choice. But now that I am adult, I have a choice in what I listen to. And I am very selective. I love R&B, I love jazz, like I love all of that. And with rap, I'm even more selective on what I listen to. But I will say that T.I., let them know,
Did
is
that bring back the
Listen,
crazy.
90s in you? Did that bring back the 90s and you was
It's
like, I need a subwoofer in the back?
yes,
listen to me. I'm gonna tell you exactly. I'm gonna tell you what it did to me. I went to Morris Brown College in Atlanta. Let me tell you something. The moment the clip came out where he was cutting the dreads and he was in the car, sitting outside the car, and the car was moving, and that hat
With
was like that.
boy,
I said,
I
and
was
I'm
like
I'm
that,
I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it just like DJ Drama used to say it. The King's back.
yes,
Listen,
boy.
I'm waiting on that album.
Me and my
The cadence
husband
is there.
both.
The 90s cadence is there and everything.
yes. And the,
I said, oh
and the,
yeah, we
and
got
the
him back.
thing is, like, people like, oh, saying like he back, he back. No,
He
I
never
feel
He never
like
left.
left.
he never
He
left.
never
I
left.
feel
Never
like he
left.
just presented himself like y'all thought I left. Like let me show y'all what I actually can do. And he came
Yeah.
and shut it out. He flipped the
Listen,
whole house.
listen, let me
He
tell you.
flipped the
And if
table,
y'all,
the house, the fence, the dog.
yes, let me tell
Yes,
you something. If y'all didn't peep it, let me tell you what he did. And I might be, I might be shooting a little far with this one, but I'm gonna say this. His first song, his first single that came out, I'm Serious,
mm-hmm.
was produced by Pharrell, Skateboard P.
He went back.
This song he just came back
He
out
went
with
back.
is produced by Skateboard P. Pharrell.
He
That's
Mm-hmm.
a
went back.
statement. If that is not the statement and I'm shooting with this and I'm going far, I'ma stay with it.
You
But
ain't
I
shooting far.
feel like that's what he did.
You are not
He
shooting far.
came back. He
Mm.
came back exactly how he started in the
He
beginning. Like, I'm gonna do this
did.
just like how I did it before. And
You
Yes.
he
ain't
picked the
shooting
right
far.
person. He picked Skateboard P. My God.
You ain't shooting far because I feel like he like, you know what, y'all thought I was soft and I didn't quit. Let me remind you,
Yes.
I am
Yeah.
still who I said I was when I said Tip versus T.I., when I
Yes.
said
Mm.
Rubber Band Man, like when
Mm.
I went back and I said deep down low, let top back, I am who I
Mm.
said I was from the beginning, but I went and I did what I needed to do. I raised these
Mm.
kids. I done got me a couple grandbabies, and guess what?
Mm.
That lady making her money. Now let me come back and get mine. Let me go on, come back and
Yo,
show
Yes.
y'all what it was.
let me tell
Yes.
you what. The first thing I thought was, and this this is one of my favorite lines that he's got, and it's an opening to his song. He said, "I ain't bad, just don't kiss no ass or take. And I'm a grown man. Find you somebody to play with. If you don't like me when you see me, you better not say I beat like Dre did that. Let me tell you, the King's back. I
Like he
love it. I'm waiting
said.
on it.
I'm talking
I'm waiting
about
on it.
I was smiling from the beginning, as soon as the beat dropped, all the way to the end.
Love it, man.
Everything. It had the beat, it had the move, it
Yeah.
had the sound, and
Yes.
it had the word play. I ain't tongue wrestling and I don't lip box. What? You showed up. Go ahead, man. You a bad,
Mm,
bad man. Let me back up.
mm.
You a
Lord
bad
have
man.
mercy.
Let me
Listen, we
back
got to move
up.
on because I swear we will sit here this whole time just on that one song. I
I'm
promise you we would.
sorry.
I talk about that man's discography from beginning to end. Please, we got to
What?
move on. It's a time constraint, and we got to stay there. Hold on. All right. So, moving on. All right. Why does Heartbreak chart higher than Healing?
Ooh, you know why? And maybe it's just personal for me. You know how some songs can open and it's like you see your whole life playing like a 30-minute reel the whole time that song is
Mm,
playing. For me, it's just like it's like it gets you. It hits you in the gut. It gets you in the heart. It
mm,
hits you in the mind. You smell the smells. You feel the feels. You hear the sounds. You
yeah.
all right there. And it's like until I get over this, every time I hear this damn song, I'm gonna go back to that same place. Like I'm one of
Mm,
those people. Certain songs can come on, and it's just like I can see it. I remember where I was. I remember what I was doing. I remember who I was, and if I was dating you and we were struggling or it didn't go, oh, you know how when you be doing that breakup, it had you in a chokehold. You be like, "Let me go."
Yeah.
Oh, I hate you.
Okay. Flashback. Come back. Come back. Come back.
I think I just triggered somebody.
That's how I have in my mind. Like music has always been that way for me, and I noticed as I got older. Like, you know, you go through a series. I'm like, that heartbreak, boy. When that right song play, you be like, Jesus Christ, with a tissue at, because I just need 5 more minutes in the car by myself. Leave me alone. Let me listen to the song and then go in the house.
All right. So where you at with it, Kish? How you feel?
So I agree with Jax like 1,000%. But what I'm gonna add to it is the fact that music was therapy. Like some of the music that you listen to was therapy. Like, so, you know, like in the Black, you know what I'm saying, community, going to therapy was like, you know, something non-existent until recently, right? But when we listen to the songs like back in the day, like that was our therapy. So when we would listen, like I feel like it was relatable because it was more heartbreaks than it was love. Like that heartbreak stood out. You know, that love was there, but that heartbreak stood out because you were struggling and you really needed therapy. But instead of going to therapy, you listened to that song. So you equated whatever that song was and you related it to your life and it got you through.
I'm not mad at that. Y'all didn't lie. Y'all ain't lying when y'all telling the truth. So listen, listen, I'm gonna be honest with y'all right now. Man, when we get to listen to them songs and we heartbroken, life is hard. You hear me? I'm talking about Viola Davis cry. I'm talking about the snot cry. It's horrible. It's bad. You hear me? And I'm gonna be one to tell you, it happens, brothers. And I don't if y'all don't feel like being vulnerable with me right now, bro, y'all know what I'm talking about. And it's one particular song. I joke about it all the time and been joking about it for years. But let me tell you something, fellas. If you going through and you and your lady ain't doing right, y'all about to break up, separate, or divorce, the one song I don't want y'all to listen to is One Last Cry by Brian McKnight. Do you hear me? Don't listen to that song. That is Drive Off a Bridge song. My Shattered Dreams and Broken Hearts.
Cry before I leave it all behind. I gotta put you out of my mind. Take time. Stop living a lie. I know I gotta be strong. You're right. Don't listen to
You
don't
can't listen to that.
Don't do it.
You listen.
Like, don't do it.
No. You will be
Don't.
driving your car. It could come on. It could come on and you're driving.
Turn it.
But you ain't gonna turn it because you stuck in it. And all of a sudden, you can't even see out the windshield because your eyes leaking. My sad dreams and broken hearts. Don't listen to that song.
You need to turn that.
Leave that one
off. Right.
Leave that one alone. That is not the song.
Don't.
Fellas,
don't
you can listen to listen to Aaron Hall. I Miss You. Got it. No. That one's okay. That One Last Cry. Bruh.
He said one last cry before I get you out of my mind.
Before I leave it all behind.
I
gotta put you out. Like, I gotta forget you.
I force you out. And I gotta do this one last cry and be done. Ah, baby.
See, I guess for me, you know, we grew up in the age of videos. So, you know, immediately when I hear I miss you, the video starts playing.
Yeah, we know.
Like,
but see, that's the thing. If you've never seen the video, you really don't know what that's about.
Oh, I was a kid and I was like, I shouldn't be watching this.
Yeah.
I should not be watching Aaron Hall cry over this lady because now I'm crying and I don't know why I'm crying.
But the song for Aaron Hall for me, like, was 2 funerals of people that I cared about, and that's one of the songs that they played. So that's what's familiar to me. Like, I familiarized that with death. I'm like, so
Yeah.
that's the reason why I don't like that song.
Yeah, I miss you, boys. Oof. But that one last cry, ooh, Lord.
I like Brian McKnight, but boy,
I
you need
do,
to
but
spin on that one for me.
Cause back
You
at
that
work,
you
need
can't.
to listen to that in a heartbreak.
But you can't listen to One Last Cry and a Heartbreak. You
Mm-hmm.
cannot. Just though, like I said, just the way it start off. My
That
shattered
nigga had
dreams
you
and broken
outside in the
hearts.
rain by yourself trying to hide your tears. In the rain, wet, trying to figure out what Jesus is doing to your soul. Jesus, what are you
You look,
doing?
and you done messed around and got so upset and crying. You out in the rain, didn't realize you peed on yourself too. That's crazy. You're just
Lost
wet.
the whole sense of reality
You're
in one
soaking.
song.
You're just soaking at that point. You just you done lost all bodily functions.
y'all gotta come
It's
back.
raining. You didn't even realize you peed on yourself.
Y'all gotta come back. Come back.
No, we ain't coming back because this is real. This is real. Emotions that do that to you. Okay, fellas, watch it. All right, not that song, just not that one. Okay, right. So moving on.
Oh, Jesus, yes, move it on.
Moving on. All right. So let me ask this now: when millions of people are listening, does silence become a choice for these artists? And I'm gonna start on this one. There are a number of artists making a lot of money. Millions of people are listening to them. Well, whether it's excuse me, whether it's streams or however they're getting their money. But when things happen in the culture, where are they? When do they show up? When things are happening in our communities and our culture, and y'all have the money to do, where are you? You got the money to rebuild. You got the money to repair. You got the money to reinvent. You have the money to revitalize. Where are you? Where are you? Do you understand that your voice and your presence means the world to people out here that are listening to you? And just you showing up to say a few words can change just the day, can put the joy and happiness in the hearts of the people that are going through so much. Do y'all think about that? I need y'all to, if you don't, I need you to. Your presence, it's not just your music. You have a platform that you can talk about certain things. And if you cannot be genuine and unique in yourself and get out here and talk about those things and feel like, well, it doesn't matter who's looking, but I know my people need me. If you can't say that versus, or I can't get out there because if I do this, then, I'm gonna lose my fan base or I'm gonna lose my deal or, the money gonna slow up. They're not gonna put me on concerts no more and I'm not gonna be able to make no money. You do have a choice. And I understand that this is your bread and butter. But where do you draw the line? Where do you draw the line? Like, I need for some of y'all to really show up. And you don't, and let me put it this way. You don't even have to show your face. It doesn't have to be documented. You can just show up. Tell everybody, like Dave Chappelle does, tell everybody to put their phones in lock boxes. You can get it when this is over. Because I don't need this televised. I don't need this put out in the world. But I do want to talk to my people. That counts too. Everything doesn't have to be documented. Take it back to the 90s. We didn't have social media. We didn't have these phones. But people showed up. We didn't know about it until we heard about it. Do the same thing. Stop feeling like there's a disconnection between you and your people when it's your people that's buying the music. It's your people that's streaming. It's your people also that's going through. It's your people also that's in need. It's your people out there also being gunned down. It's your people also being falsely accused and falsely arrested. It's your people also out there losing their children to this senseless violence. Show up. Doesn't have to be documented, but show up. We need you. And when I say we, once again, I don't say it possessively. I say it protectively because these are my people. We need you to show up. You don't need it to be a PR stunt. You don't need it to be all over the world. If you don't want to be seen, fine. Play it that way. Fix it that way. Move that way. You do the same thing when you want to go see that girl that you don't want nobody to know you seeing, don't you?
Yep.
You move like the president then. You got presidential tent. You going in back doors. You going down alleyways. Make sure such and such don't see me because you can't do that for your people. And yeah, I'm holding you accountable. And I want y'all to share this. If you don't share nothing else, I want y'all to share this clip. I'm holding y'all accountable. Show up like you show up for that coochie. I said it. Show up like you show up for that coochie or whatever you into. Right? Show up. Show up. I'm off my soapbox. What y'all got?
You know, I feel like our established artists do more of that. Those that are solid in who they are, what they rap about, what they put out, like your Killer Mikes, your Tips, your
Yes.
Jeezy, your Jocks. Like they are so solid in who they are that the PR don't bother them. They've already been hit by the hard knocks of people judging what they did, how they moved. It no longer bothers them for them to show up and do unorthodox things to represent what they actually stand for, who they live by. Like, and big ups to Killer Mike, because he's the whole drive behind bringing back Black Wall Street, back in Black investment banks, putting our money back into our community. They got to be solid on that. You can't be wavered by a dollar change or one critic writing some little 5-minute clip that exposes something that may not necessarily be true about you. You got to be solid in who you are. And those that are, to me, are the ones who come out that way. I feel like the younger generation still has some knitting to do, knitting in who they are, what they really believe in, what they're willing to really stand for. Hence the reason why I feel like us as parents are so passionate about making sure our kids get it. We knit it in them so you know when you walk out, what John down the street say don't matter. I told you who you are. I showed you. I think it still got a little blending to go.
Yeah, got it. What you got, Keish?
For me, I feel like the ones who actually handle stuff, like they don't do all the extra PR. So I'm not saying that they are completely not, you know what I'm saying, doing anything. I'm gonna say the ones that really are doing it. And the thing is they just not posting it on social media. So like I like that, you know, like I like people that's gonna go out and do what they need to do and they don't need all this extraness. The ones who do bare minimum is the ones who I did this for the people, or I gave out food, or I went and did this. Like they gotta say everything that they did. And it's not necessary. My thing is if you show up, you gonna show up and you gonna show out. You don't need no extras. People gonna know automatically because word of mouth is gonna be the power source behind it. So just, you know, I don't know. Like I don't like that. Like I don't like, you know, somebody saying that they feeding the homeless and they showing the homeless. Did you ask the homeless person if they wanted to be shown out to millions of people, letting them know that they struggling? Like I don't like it. I just feel like we are powerful together. So if we work together, then we can show up and do what we need to do and then move to the next level. We don't need all the extras. That's why everybody in our business, because y'all too busy want to show them everything that we doing.
That's a point.
Now, normally I don't do this, but y'all go ahead and keep the party going. I mean, I ain't got to say nothing else. You know what I'm saying? That's why they in our business. I've said that before. If you
want to be seen. You want somebody to
and,
see what you're doing instead of letting what you're doing be effective. And you visually is not effective.
Yeah. And so I don't know if y'all realize, I ain't talking about my co-host, but I'm talking about some people out there. When we have a plan to do something, whether it's evolution, revolution, whatever we're doing, please don't put it on social media.
The revolution will not be televised.
The revolution will not be televised. Maybe y'all didn't catch that. That means social media. Stop putting it on social media what we're about to do. Stop. Find you a different channel. Send it through text messages. And then tell the other person to share it. Same way you share it on social media. Oh, it can get around the world through these phones. Stop putting our moves on social media. And then you trying to figure out, oh, we got protesters and fakers inside our such and such. Okay, well, I think you invited them. You invited them. And not only did you make did you make the post, you made it an event for people to be like, oh yeah, it's happening at 8:00
Let me
at
go
this
tear that up.
location.
Let me go tear that up real quick.
And then you trying to figure out why it didn't go right. Well, it didn't go right because you felt like, well, I know I'm gonna get people to come out if I put it on Facebook. Oh, yeah, you're gonna get everybody to come out.
Everybody,
To
they
include
already done
those
it.
that are not aligned with your vision and your mission.
That part.
And understand this. All skin folk ain't kinfolk, and all allies ain't spies. Wake up.
See, that's why they need
Wake
to
up.
just go back and put it back in the music, and then they can just share it through the music, and then we'll know what to do.
Well, no,
Man.
because be honest with you, if you ain't seen a
Listen
hip hop
to the
concert lately,
music. They don't
yeah,
listen
if
to
you ain't
the words.
if you ain't seen it, and then if you ain't seen a hip hop concert lately, check out what 75% of the actual people look like. It ain't us most of the time.
Yeah.
So be mindful. You better use these text messages and stop playing. Anyway, because I swear I get on a whole nother soapbox. Because anyway, all right. So, what would black music sound like if healing mattered as much as hits? What would it sound like right now?
The 80s.
Man.
90s.
Man.
Because in the early 90s, even though we were evolving into a much bigger space in hip hop, man, we were still loving each other.
Yeah.
We were still, prime example. They don't do these come together songs like We Are the
Self-destruction.
World, We Are the
Self-destruction.
Future. We ain't doing none of that.
Yeah.
Like, it's none of that. It's every man for himself. If I can't get it, you can't get it. I'm gonna go get it for you can put your hands on it. Like I said in one of our other episodes, it's enough real estate for everybody. Get you some.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. I wish we took that into consideration, Jax, that there's enough real estate because, when you go in the grocery, sometimes when you hear people say, oh, no, I'm not going to do that because so many people doing it. But when you go down the grocery aisle to get some bread, how many brands of bread's down that aisle?
12.
You think them people going to pull a brand off the shelf when they making money?
Right. No.
Think about that. Think
Sarah
about
B.
that.
made bread. Let me remove myself.
Yeah. Like they don't remove it because they know people are going to purchase their product. Be confident in your product. Put it out. Do you know how many other podcasts there are?
A lot.
Ain't
A lot.
Ain't going nowhere.
And let me tell you something. I don't care. You know why I don't care? The moment I started doing this, I felt like I was in my own lane. The moment, talking about the first episode, I felt like I was in my own lane. I don't care what everybody else is doing. I will tell you, it's about 5, maybe 6 podcasts I actually listen to. That's informational, it's putting out good, content. Whether it's sports, comedy, it's riveting, it's about the culture. And I will shout out this podcaster right now on my own podcast because I'm just that doggone confident. Deontay Kyle. Dope. Revolutionary. Love that dude. You hear me? Revolutionary. Talking big talk. And I'm saying walking the walk too. Dope individual. And brother, I ever get the chance in Atlanta or wherever you are, definitely gonna shake your hand, man. Because you are definitely motivation for me to do this. I promise you. If you are Malcolm X, I promise you I'm Martin Luther King. Because you out, I'm talking about that boy be on there. Excuse me, that man is on there like, bow, 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 bow. And I be listening like, wait, let me go join the fight. But love what you're doing, brother. And I'm more than likely gonna have to post this as a clip, man. But love what he's doing. Deontay Kyle is really dope. But yeah, I agree, man. It's if we had that feeling back, definitely 80s, early 90s, I always ask the questions of where would hip hop be if Big and Pac was still here? Where would it be? Like what would the sound of music sound like? Like what would hip hop sound like? Can you imagine Big? Can you imagine Big on a DJ Khaled record? Could you imagine Big on God Did?
You imagine Pac
Pac on God did.
Can you imagine Pac in the state of the world we live in? Could you imagine what that man would have to say? Could you
Yeah,
imagine what kind of clips that man would be put? What kind of since we're gonna talk since they social media, what kind of reels? Because I know he would want his reach to be so far.
yeah.
What the
Man,
words that man would be putting out to affect
man,
us
man. Pac on Instagram
I
or
know.
TikTok. Yo,
on a live?
then
Oh my
on a
god!
live. Then not only that, imagine Pac is on a live and then DMX pop in there.
I was just about to say that. Like,
Imagine that.
DM,
Those two,
DMX, DMX was
those
starting.
two,
He actually was so smart, y'all. Like he was intelligent. Like his words. Like if you actually heard him speak, like he
Yes.
speak, you know what I'm saying, with confidence, that he knew a lot. Like he knew a lot.
Yeah.
He definitely left before his time. So can you
they were
imagine
Yeah.
being
prolific. They were
DMX and
prolific.
Pac together?
DMX and Pac on a podcast.
They were prolific. They
Yeah.
were. I mean, I'd hate to put myself on a level, but the work you do, the work we do,
Listen,
to meet in
man,
the middle. Those are two rappers who rapped and they wanted better for the black community. And you could hear it in the
man,
words that they
listen.
spoke. Listening to his words now, it does something to
Yeah.
my soul to listen to how he
Yeah.
talked about being a black man and what it meant to be black in America and what it
Yeah.
meant to
Yeah.
stand up and be accounted for and be accountable to what is going on around you.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. And you said a word prolific. Excuse me. So now I'm gonna add another rapper to the podcast or to that trio, right? So to the duo. Can you imagine Pac, DMX, and Nipsey Hussle?
Ooh.
And you know what? And you're right. I feel like he slides right on in there on the
Ooh,
same lane about being who you are, being true to yourself,
man.
and stepping up and being a black person in America.
Yeah.
Pac, DMX, and Nipsey Hussle.
They'd have
Not
my
even on a
attention every night
podcast,
on a live,
just
on a
a
podcast,
live.
whatever,
Either
wherever they
one,
at. That's
live
why I
or
want to be at.
podcast.
But you know what? I kind of wish that Prince was more like if he pushed out like his knowledge and how political he was like in his songs. Do you know how powerful they would have been?
Let me tell you
If you
something.
notice, he did it in interviews, and a lot of times it went over folks' head. And he had, you know how he had that straight face, like he looking at you like, I ain't playing it. I'm
Let me
Yeah.
let me tell you something. Out of so many artists that have been out there and spoke their minds, I am definitely going to say Pac and Prince were not just powerful, they were dangerous.
Yes.
And you can add Mike Jax to that too.
Yes.
It's like the unlock. It's like
They were dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
The reach, the touch,
Mm-hmm.
the affirmations,
Yes.
the words,
Mm-hmm.
they were dangerous. Completely dangerous in their own right. Very smart individuals. Very revolutionary. If y'all just thought Mike was just hitting y'all with the hee-hees, no. Mike Jax, Prince, and Pac was so dangerous.
Yeah.
And you know, well, we got what we got with them. They were martyrs.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm not telling y'all not be yourselves, but I will tell you to be careful. All right? And live your truth. Live your life. Throw caution to the wind. Stop feeling like you can't when you can. Stop feeling like it's impossible. Nothing is impossible. Look at the word impossible. Break it down. I'm possible. Come on. Stop putting limitations where they're not supposed to be. Your limit is you.
Mm-hmm.
That's your limit. I don't care what nobody say about a glass ceiling. There is no ceiling. Your limit is you. You put that shackle on your foot. You did that.
And
Stop doing that.
And don't let nobody else put the other shackle on the other foot either.
Don't. Don't give nobody that much power over your life anyway. And let me say this. Stop letting people live rent-free in your head too. Stop that. Don't nobody get to live in your head rent-free. Anybody out there. Okay? Because I'm going to tell you like I told my daughter. When people piss you off, do this one thing and it'll change your life. Watch them 5 to 10 minutes after they've pissed you off. You still holding on to the stuff. They laughing and joking and giggling with somebody else. They have moved on. But you left with the hurt. You left with the ready to crash out feeling. You emotional. They living rent-free in your head. So what I'm going to tell you is this. When they piss you off, you say whatever you need to say for them to hold that energy on themselves. Yep. And you move on. And you laugh, joke, and you play.
Yep.
Right? Don't let nobody live rent-free in your head no more. Don't hold on to things that ain't meant for you to hold on to. Because people do that to you because they know they can get up under your skin. Stop letting people do that to you. Stop letting people alter your day. You prayed that morning. You said it was going to be a phenomenal day. You just knew God was going to come through for you that day. You prayed at 7:15, and by the time you sat down at your desk at 9 o'clock, now your day is altered because somebody's living rent-free in your head. Stop. Stop. Get on that energy back, and you go on and have the day that you prayed for. That's what you do. I'm off my soapbox. Jesus Christ, I done did it again. I'm sorry, y'all. I was triggered. No, let me stop. Let me stop. All right, y'all. Y'all know what time it is. We reached that segment of I Heard My Pastor Say.
Hey, Pastor Mike.
Hey, Pastor Mike.
Hey,
how
Pastor
you doing,
Mike.
brother?
PMJ.
PMJ.
Michael. All right. So now I got to put that in the clip. All right. So I heard my pastor say, the enemy doesn't always show up as a threat. Sometimes he shows up as an option. Okay. Now, with that being said, that goes in all forms. You in a relationship, y'all doing bad. Now you got an option. The cutie with the big booty at the job. Okay. You got a job, but you want a better job because you see this other job is paying more, but you don't realize the hell you're going to go through when you get that other job because they're not going to support you the way they're supporting you on this job.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right? You going through so much in your life and you feel like you're ready to throw in the towel when all you had to do was just sit in it for a little while, but you're ready to throw in the towel and give it all up.
This too shall pass.
Yeah.
This too shall pass.
Be still.
He does not always have to show up as his true self. He will give you options, right? And also remember this, because I said this to my host earlier before we started this. If the devil can talk you out of heaven, what makes you think he can't talk you into hell?
Walk you right into it.
And when I say hell, I'm talking about you going through everything that you possibly didn't think you could go through.
Yeah.
Stop looking at those options. Work where you are. Work on it. You have those things because you prayed for those things.
Yes.
Work on it. Push through. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be light. It's going to be a heavy load sometimes. But I promise you, you will get through it. If you prayed for it, pray through it. Because those are God problems. What you have is a God problem because he gave it to you. He gave it to you because he felt like that you could endure in it. Do that, and he will multiply it for you. You just have to be obedient. That's all you got to be. It's rough. I know. You're going to cry sometimes. Get it. I've been there. But I promise you, after all the tears are gone and the lights come on, it's going to be beautiful. I promise you it is. All right? All right. So, with that being said, y'all know how I do. Let me stop. We talking about music and I want to sing so bad and I can't. Listen. Huh? Go ahead and do what?
Don't give me this shit.
Oh, baby, I sing a solo. So low you can't hear me. Listen, make sure you follow us because we will be going live on TikTok every Thursday from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And we give you and yours a chance to ask questions and provide feedback about this episode and probably some past episodes as well. So make sure you give us a follow, join the live because it gets deep, it gets real, it gets silly. So with that being said, where can they follow you, Kish?
You can follow me on TikTok and Instagram at 313_Kish, Kish.
Hey. All right, Jax, where can they follow you?
Instagram and TikTok, dopequeen_786 DOPE. Dope.
Yeah, because I still don't know how y'all misspelled dope. Rock potted. Anyway, you can follow me on TikTok and Instagram at GL_Richardson. Once again, that is at GL_Richardson on TikTok and Instagram. Listen, real quick, after you hit that follow button, just got one small favor. What was that? If you've been vibing with the show and want to help it keep growing, drop that $5 monthly subscription. That's it, just $5. Click the link in our bios. You'll see the box there shaking. You'll see that's our Patreon link. Go in there. We're just asking for $5. But if you want to go a little deeper, you can add to the show with topics and ideas. Also, you can also get you some merch, but that's up to you, right? And check this out. You can subscribe to the link in all of our bios, and you can also subscribe to the link at our YouTube page at Vibe Responsibly Podcast. Once again, that's at Vibe Responsibly Podcast. And hey, if now is not the time, I wholeheartedly understand. Just keep listening, keep sharing, keep engaging, and spreading the vibe. Because guess what? Our new motto is you will not be out here vibing alone. So share the vibes and help keep us spreading all of the vibes and love that we do. And listen, we don't know you, but we love you like we do. And as always, we out!
Coming in hot. Coming in hot.